Hey guys, it's Dave from A Lion in the Desert, and this is our second video for this new project. And this one's going to be a little bit of a rant. I want to talk about Alberto Contador. If you don't know who Contador is, you either don't follow cycling or you're living under a rock. He's the defending Tour champion. He also won in 2009, and he won in 2007. Currently under investigation for doping. Here we go again with the doping, and it's really getting old in the world of cycling, but it's the most compelling sport that I've found, so I watch it anyway. So here's the thing, yeah, not a big Contador fan, never really have been. You know, the way he kind of came on the scene and replacing Lance I thought was cool, and you know, I've always been a big Johan Brunel proponent, and the fact that he was working with Brunel, and you know, he won this whole thing, and you know, the first tour he won because Michael Rasmussen, a few days before the end of the tour, guess what? Tested positive for banned substances, and his team pulled him out of the race. Contador was currently second. He ends up going on to win the race. Then he wins, and in 2008 he was excluded from the tour. He probably would have won that one as well. It seems to be everybody's position at the time. The guy was the best racer on the circuit. Maybe he still is. He won the Tour of Italy that year. He also won the Tour of Spain. Probably would have been the only person, I think, in history to win all three in 1 year, although maybe Eddie Merckx did that. I don't remember. But then we have the 2009 tour, where he gets put into a bad spot. I mean, Lance is coming back, and you know, I can kind of see where he's at. He's a young guy. He's trying to establish his legacy. Pretty widely known that he disregarded team orders and attacked when he probably was told not to. But you know, okay, fine. You know, put in a bad situation. That was kind of on Lance and Brunel, really. They created that environment. 2010 tour, wins because Andy Schleck drops his chain. You know, Schleck's going up the road. He's running away from Contador, and he goes to shift gears, and his chain pops off. Contador goes flying by him. Now, you know, you can sort of argue, hey, you know, that's life. What are you supposed to do? Stop every time somebody drops a chain or gets a flat or whatever? I'm sort of an old school cycling person. I don't think you attack when somebody has a mechanical. I thought it was a totally classless move. I think Schleck was poised to win that race. Contador tried to shake him as they went up on the last day in the Pyrenees. He couldn't get rid of him. Schleck was clearly the stronger racer. The question was the time trial, and it was always the time trial. And for Contador to take the time that he took when that happened was a pretty classless move. Then, of course, we have the current situation, which is that after the 2010 tour, Contador tests positive for clenbuterol. Banned substance, clearly not something that anybody is allowed. Everybody knows doping rules in cycling say you're responsible for anything that's in your body. It doesn't matter how it got there. You're responsible for its existence, so you better have a good explanation as to why a banned substance was made in your body. Now, not only did he test positive for clenbuterol, the reports also say that he tested positive for these little plastic pieces or particles that are associated with, guess what, blood bags. That means blood transfusions have been happening, and from what I've read, his levels were like 8 times higher than normal. So you add 1 and 1 together and you get doper. Clenbuterol plus the plastic particles equals probably doping. Hello. So the Spanish Cycling Federation, earlier in the week, decided that Alberto had a perfectly good reason for having these things in his system, which was that he had eaten tainted meat. And basically, Contador and now the Spanish Cycling Federation have pinned this all on the Spanish beef industry, saying that these people are pumping their cattle up with this substance clenbuterol in order to fatten them up and, you know, make their beef worth more money. Spanish beef industry not very happy about this. They put quite a bit of press out saying, no, we don't do that, and there's no proof that we're doing that. This is just some story made up by some guy who got caught doping. So, I'm not buying it either. Now, the Spanish Cycling Federation has bought Contador's story. They've lifted the 1-year ban that was imposed on him. Probably going to be an appeal here to the next level in the World Cycling Federation. We'll see. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. So probably drag on longer than the Alejandro Valverde situation did. You know, who knows? For me, the guy's a punk. He's always been a punk. I'm not a fan. And he's a doper, as far as I'm concerned. So, there you have it. There's my rant. Contador, take a year off, buddy.